This is Watch Your Style. My name's Eric. Today I'm going to be doing a review for you guys on the Rolex 116710 BLNR, better known to the watch enthusiast world as the Rolex Batman. So I've had many requests, many email requests, and a lot of comments on the YouTube videos for me to do a review on the Batman. It's taken me quite some time to do one just because it's kind of hard to get a hold of one. I feel like lately, once I get one in, it's immediately sold or there's a deposit on one. You know, everyone calls the store here at CRM Jewelers and they want the Batman. They want the Batman. That there's a waiting line at for the Batman at the boutique. So there's a watch that has a very high demand. Pretty much, it's exactly like a standard Rolex GMT with the ceramic bezel. The only difference is, obviously, it has a black and blue bezel, which is a new process that Rolex developed to be able to do a ceramic, both colors. And it's got the GMT hour hand is blue. Those are some of the differences. What makes it special is the fact that it's very hard to locate. So for me, you know, to me it's something a little bit different. It's just that added extra touch that makes it a little bit more sophisticated than the standard GMT. This particular model that I have here for today is my personal Batman. I ended up finally just being able to grab one for myself, and you know what? It's a watch that I've actually seen myself wearing more than usual. You know, for the past 4 or 5 years, I've seen myself wearing watches of a higher bracket than, you know, than a stainless steel Submariner and stuff of that nature. But for some reason, this watch catches my attention. It's just something different. You know, I see it as a piece that's under $10,000, but it's something special. You know, it just gives it that little notch of sophistication where most people may not want to. It's okay if you don't like it, but some people may just not want to spend the extra money for the black and blue bezel over the standard black bezel. But one thing about it too is that you might be ready to pay the extra money, but you might not find one. There's a lot of hype going on with this watch right now. At first I thought that it was gonna die down, and I think that already enough time has passed that the market has stabilized, and you know what? The Batman is here to stay. You know, when they introduced it in the beginning, I wasn't 100% sold on it. But let me tell you something, it's a watch that just looks very nice on the wrist, and it grabs that attention. It has a very strong following, and like I said, I can't seem to get enough of them in the store to be able to supply the demand. And that right there is also what's contributing to the cost of the watch. You know, a standard Rolex GMT, the standard black one, you can expect to pay for something in a pre-owned condition around $67.50, whereas the Batman in pre-owned condition, you're going to be spending easy $82 to $8,300, around there. It's just there's not enough of them to supply the demand. You know, a couple guys tell me, hey, well, Eric, you know, I can get a brand new one at the boutique for $9,400, but there's always a catch. The catch is that there's a waiting list, or they always got some type of intrigue going on. Whoa, I only have one here I only have one here in stock, but there's already a deposit. So, you know, it's one of those watches that I'd say if you're gonna go to the boutique and you're gonna get financing, for example, at a major AD, for example, like Mayors, this is a watch that I would choose because it's the watch that has the closest pre-owned price to a brand new one. In other words, it's holding its value very strong. For me, I like it. It's probably one of the best everyday watches that I've had in the last 3 years. You know, it's perfect. You can wear it with a suit, you can wear it with shorts. It's good for the water, it's good for every day. It's not too loud. It doesn't say too much, but it's a very special watch. So it gives you that little notch of sophistication, the black and blue over the standard black. Not that there's anything wrong with the black. I, for one, pretty much like almost every single Rolex model. But the black and blue is something special. And when you're trying to find one, you'll notice how challenging it might be to locate one. Now, the Rolex GMT Batman, just like its brother, the standard GMT in black, are almost exactly the same like I said earlier. They're both stainless steel cases, 40mm size, ceramic bezel. One thing I want to point out, that one of the differences you'll notice is that the standard black one has GMT Master II written on the dial in green. The Batman has it written in white, just like everything else written on the dial. So there's really no way to add a bezel or the hand. You know, some people have asked me that. They said, well, Eric, you could pretty much just put an aftermarket bezel on it and paint the hand blue. I mean, I guess if you want to do something crazy like that. For me, I'm just not into that type of stuff, especially for this type of model. But one thing I want to tell you is Rolex plans everything in advance. And like I said, one of the changes is that the dial doesn't have GMT Master II written in green, it's in white. So it would be pretty challenging for someone to try to do a swap on you. It's just very highly unlikely. But overall, it's the same watch. It just has that different color bezel, and it's kind of amazing how, you know, it just adds so much more to the watch. You know, when it comes to the watch game, the Batman is a watch that's very highly respected. To me, it's almost, you know, and don't quote me on this because I'm saying this very early, but for me, it's almost like a watch that has almost replaced the stigma and the status of the steel Daytona. I feel like many of my friends and clients that are heavy collectors that have pretty much any watch that we can imagine, I'm seeing them wearing the Batman daily lately. It's almost has become the go-to daily watch for a watch collector. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.